Hello, America. I'm watching the Civil War. In case you non-football fans don't know what that is, it's the Oregon State-Oregon game. College ball. I don't know if anybody has heard, but we're supposed to have some kind of deal with Iran. Iran says there's no deal. We have the right to, what do they call that? Enrich uranium. Translation: Iran will have a nuke in 2015. Just like we allowed North Korea to get nukes, we will do the same with Iran. By the way, Iran and North Korea are working together on the capability of reaching both coasts with a nuke. Is that any surprise? Not really. Time to get out of the Eastern world. Let's leave Europe. They're a bunch of commies anyway. And they're going to join with Russia and have one giant collectivist world. Let's get out of the Middle East. Those batshit Muslims are just too difficult to deal with. And we don't want their scummy oil either. There's oil right here. And our own natural resources. And no, fracking does not cause what's going on right now. What causes all these earthquakes and all that is the HARP project. Whether you want to believe it or not. The HARP project causes earthquakes, creates crummy weather, hurricanes, what you name it, HARP does it. Why? Because there's a HARP project in every superpower nation. We got one in Alaska, Russia's got one in Siberia, and the Chinese got one out in their outback too. Probably in the Himalayas somewhere. And I know there are a lot of dumb fools out there who say, no, it's not excrement. They ain't got that. They do. Even the Europeans have a few. You think I'm just spewing garbage off? No, they got them. If it ain't HARP, they're out there spraying garbage in the atmosphere trying to kill us. No, it's not mind control. I don't buy that mind control garbage. Mind control is a fairy tale. And our species doesn't read minds either. Back about a million years ago, we might have been able to do that, but that was lost. Lost technology. Just like the technology which allowed the Egyptians to light the insides of their pyramids, that was lost too. A niche. My point is, you can know what's BS and what isn't BS. But the sick, uh, fascist, socialist mind cannot and does not. That's what the Liberal Party has become. Now, I've argued with idiots who don't understand that liberal doesn't mean what it means in the dictionary. It doesn't anymore. They've perverted it. It used to be a good thing. Now it's fascism. Same as the Republicans Party. That's become what do you call it? Institution. It's a messed up system. I'm for a five-party system that will force out all the extremes. These establishment systems are unacceptable. They're beholden to the Rockefellers and the 12 elites. Just like Israel has them scummy Rothschilds. Rothschilds run Europe. That's why Europe is full of Islamists, because that was a part of the plan to destroy Europe. So it's time to get out of Europe, get out of the Middle East, get out of South Korea, get out of Japan, just get out of there. They don't want us there anyway. Just put our ships in the Atlantic and in the Pacific, and if they try anything, nuke them. They're going to try and nuke us anyway. Tell them we don't care. If they want to kill each other, fine. They try and kill us, well, kill them too. They're not afraid of dying, the Muslims. They all think they're going to heaven and get 72 virgins, which is total baloney. Time to take care of right here. What's most important is getting rid of the Federal Reserve and have the Congress start printing its own money, debt-free money. Of course, you got to get the politicians out there, because if you don't get those politicians in the Congress and in the Senate out of there, ain't going to do you no good. They're all establishment. They belong to Rockefeller and Soros. Every time I see Rockefeller and Soros, I just want to puke. Get all of the politicians out. Vote them out of there. Vote individuals that do not belong to the establishment. bunch of independents. Then pass that law again that allows Congress to print money, debt-free money. We stopped digging for gold and silver and all that, all them other kinds of metals, because the establishment, Rockefeller and his elites, and Soros, all them scummy types of individuals, wanted this fiat money system. And they got it. And when they tell you Abraham Lincoln was killed because of the Civil War and because the Confederates were sore losers and all that shit, and no, that vampire crap is garbage. That was a crap movie they made trying to make Abraham Lincoln look like a dope. No, he was killed because he had debt-free money. And the Europeans said, oh, we can't have that. We got to destroy America before they get that debt-free money. So what did they do? They were working with the Confederates. And you can bet your rear end that they had their hand up. They had their hand up Booth's backside. Booth was a New World Order client, and he assassinated Lincoln. Years on down the line, I almost said Kennedy, right? Yeah, because years on down the line, Kennedy tries and does the same thing. Debt-free money. And what happens? They get some yokel, communist yokel, and say he did it. Nope. That's New World Order again, pinning it on some stooge. Oswald said he was a patsy, and he was not lying. Now, the communists definitely were a part of that. But again, it was the Europeans mostly, because they saw it again. Oh no, not that debt-free money. We got to stop that. The New World Order cannot have debt-free money. They want slaves, and the only way you can have slaves is if you got fiat money. Well, it's all coming to a head now. Fiat money is no good, and everybody knows it. Rothschilds is running away from fiat money like thieves. They already bought up all the gold, and they know that America's going to go down the toilet. Rockefeller's dream is going to go down the toilet, which is why they've bought up what they can of the gold, because they know it's going to happen too. But Rothschilds is going to come out on top. Rockefellers are in second. So it's time to, do away with Federal Reserve and politicians, get new people in there, and start doing the debt-free money thing again, and tell the rest of the world to shove their heads up their backsides. Dig for gold and silver and all them other metals and oil and natural gas, everything. And no, natural gas is not what's causing all these earthquakes and storms and shit. I told you. That was hard. And it still is hard. Every once in a while we have an incident like Fukushima or Chernobyl almost worked. We have something like that, and you think that that's not going to mess up the world? You crazy. All this stuff is about depleting the population of the planet. Okay? HARP, the nuclear power plants, all of that stuff. That's where your earthquakes and your HARP driven storms, everything. That's where it's all coming from. It's deliberate. It's not us fracking and drilling and anything like that. That's baloney. That's to stop us from freeing ourselves from the scum. And these fascist, socialist liberals buy into that. They've stolen the party from us and turned into a bunch of nuts. They're all driven by the idea of the earth goddess. They want to worship the earth goddess and make you a slave to it. And if you don't share their vision, they'll get rid of you. It won't be long, trust me. And they want to use Islam to do it. Of course, they'll have to unite all Abrahamic faiths under the Catholic Church. And then let all the other ones in too, the Buddhists and the Hindus, everything. One world faith. That's how you get all the nuts together and then get rid of them. And then you have the earth goddess faith. But nobody wants to believe that. Oh, it's not expert. The states have to take the country back from the government. Once you do that, you get rid of it. No, that scummy capital over there in Washington, D.C. has got all the Illuminati and Mason symbols and all that garbage that you can see from a chopper. I say tear it down. Build the capital somewhere else. Put it in Colorado. That's where COG is. Tell the people that COG exists underground. And build the Capitol right there in Colorado. And get rid of the DC monuments to the Satanists. A new nation. That's what you need. And don't let anybody tell you not. I'm just looking at the answer one of my friends gave me from Google. It's funny, but I'm not going to tell you about it because it's sexually oriented. But as I was saying, I'm a liberal, so I know all of this, okay? I know what's wrong with my scummy party, and I want it back. And I want them damn Republicans to get their shit together, too. Stop being establishment Republicans. Stop kissing the Rockefellers' backsides. Let's put all those elites in prison. And if we won't do that, let's give them to the Chinese because they owe the Chinese all that money. We didn't incur the debt. They did. So let's give them to the Chinese. And give the politicians to the Chinese, too. I don't care what the Chinese do with them. They can nanoprobe them for all I care. And no, I don't believe in aliens. I think that's all Chinese, Russian, and New World Order created. That's why I say, let them nanoprobe the bastards. You know, that my favorite president, even though I wasn't around at that time, was Truman, because Truman liked to cuss a lot. I think it's pathetic how they dumbed us down because of television. And now you can't cuss at all. It's time to get mad and tell the government, up yours. We're taking it back. We're going to become self-reliant. We're going to become isolationists. And the Navy's going to be in the Atlantic and Pacific only. We're going to bring all the boys home from overseas in stations that we put in Europe and in Asia and in the Middle East and all this shit. We don't need that anymore. We're not the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire fell for the same reasons that we are going to fall for, because we are doing the same garbage they're doing. This free trade and garbage has to go. Anytime you want to trade with a nation, I'll give you this for that. None of this fiat money garbage. And let's start minting coins, but let's not make the coins worth less than what the metal is worth. Because that's what killed the Roman Empire too. This has got to stop. Death to the New World Order. I'd say death to Islam too, but everybody would have a fit. I don't have any problem with Muslims that are like Zudi Jassar, but most Muslims aren't like that, whether anybody wants to believe it or not. And yes, there are some really nasty Jews who think that everybody should be a slave, except for their faith. But the Orthodox groups that believe they shouldn't be there, but they're only there because they're waiting for the Messiah, they're okay. The only problem I have with the Orthodoxy is stop trying to build that stupid temple. The Bible says don't build the stupid temple, okay? You don't need it. People all read the Bible wrong. It says right there, you build a temple and the devil's going to sit in the temple and say, I'm Jesus Christ. So if he's going to do that anyway, go ahead and leave that stupid mosque over there. That's a synagogue of Satan as far as I'm concerned. And that's the only problem I have with those dumbasses. Orthodox is okay. And even the non-believers are okay. It's just the Zionists that are the problem. Because Rothschilds is all a part of that. Rothschilds are scum. So let's call it what it is. 1/3 of Islam and 1/3 of Israel are okay, but the rest are nuts. You ain't never going to get rid of faith. There's just no way to do it. There's no way to do it, and the New World Order knows that, so that's why they're trying to get everybody together. You get them all in one place, and then you might have a chance of getting rid of them, and the New World Order knows that. Then they'll implement their Earth Goddess. Earth Goddess. So, have a great month. Because as we're at the end of this month, Comet Ison survived going around the sun.
Oh, good Lord. You killed him?
I killed him. No, I didn't kill him. He's been choking his head off. He's got that.
He's got a cold.
Oh, he does? On top of his...
He got a fever.
Oh, I see.
They give you the cold now.
No, I don't need that. I'll catch you next week.
When he has a cold.
If
I have one.
If I have a cold, I'll skip next week. You enjoy this coming month. And no, we're not all gonna die, and we're not crazy. Even if Comet Ison did survive going around the sun, it's not supposed to hit us. So they say. It's debris field might hit us, but it won't hit us. Seeing is believing, and that's me. I gotta see to believe. I'm not mainstream faith, but I have my own religion. And that's one of the great things about America is being able to have your own religion. The Liberal Party wants to do away with all freedoms. And the Republicans are helping them. So remember that. Catch ya later.